Hi, my name is Marty. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm going to teach you how to chop an onion. So, there's all sorts of different types of onions out there, and they all have kind of slightly different flavor profiles. I have 3 onions, so I'm going to show you how to do it 3 times, and they're all yellow onions, or sweet onions, Vidalia onions, whatever you want to call them. But the first thing you're going to want to do is get that peel off. So I have my trash can right there. That's where I'm putting this. Might be a little stubborn. That's okay. Alright, and that's pretty good. Second thing you're going to do is you're going to take your knife and you are just going to give it like one good whack. And you want to make sure that you're using a sharp knife too. That, you know, your blade isn't going to stop halfway through or you're going to have to saw or anything like that. This is my favorite knife. I use it for pretty much everything. Different knives do different things. This one does everything for me. So I'm going to take my knife and along that line, so the nub there with the root, other end, along that line, I'm just going to chop straight down. And I have 2 halves. And I'm going to chop off those 2 little ends there. And then I'm going to do something kind of funky. I'm going to make a bunch of slits going all the way around. So I don't usually do it from this angle, but I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to go like that. And the entire time I'm chopping too, I'm keeping my fingers pretty far back. You can curl them under if you want, because it's much better to get a little bit of skin than it is to get a little bit of finger. So I'm just going to keep making my way around that onion all the way. And then once I get to the end, I'm just going to chop the end off that has been connected now. And yeah, that's how you make your onion slices. I'm going to slide those to the side, and while I'm doing this, I'm actually going to start heating up my pan, because you can use these onions for whatever. I'm going to caramelize them. So up to the side here, I have a pan with some olive oil. I'm going to turn that on about medium heat. Yeah, as we all know, chopping onions can be a little bit of a pain. It can be hard to get them even. It can be hard to do it without crying. It's usually a big issue, a big complaint. But when you learn how to get it kind of down as far as cutting them quickly, you don't really have time to tear up. That, you know, it doesn't hit you as hard. Alright, so that's our first one. We're going to do 2 more. So again, taking that peel off. If you want, if you're struggling to get the outer peel off too, you can like give it a little chop and peel it off that way, and just like peel off that entire outer layer. I don't like to do it like that because I don't like to waste onion. I don't like to waste that layer, but you can. A lot of ways to do everything when you're cooking. You know, my way is not necessarily the right way. It's just the Marty way, which is my way. Got a little bit stuck in my hand. There we go. So this one I'm going to cut off the end ahead of time, just to show you that, you know, it's really up to preference. So again, same thing. I'm going to cut straight down, put 1 half to the side. Going to go straight along. And yeah, as you're going, it's going to start separating. So you might have to hold it together a little bit like I am right now. And then, yep, chop that end off. Got some nice slices. Awesome. Other half. Oh, and that oil up there is starting to smell good too as it's warming up. Got a little bit of garlic in it. A little bit of garlic powder, I should say, so it's not too strong, but it's just giving me just a little bit of hint of that beautiful smell. Alright, that one came off a little rough. That's fine. Alright, yeah, that one I'm going to have to break up a little more. And last but not least, our third one. So again, I'm trying to do this over the trash, but I'm just taking the peel off. You know what, I have so many today that I don't particularly care about losing that outer layer. Yeah, maybe someday I'll share how to caramelize onions, but I love caramelized onions. Put them on pizza, put them in quesadillas. These I'm actually going to use for something kind of cool. I'm going to use them along with some mushrooms that I'm going to roast off with some rosemary and some blue cheese. I am going to make some hand pies, which are kind of like pie dough, but in a little like hand thing. That, you know, if you get those like apple pies from like fast food places, that's a hand pie. But I'm going to make some savory ones, which is one of my favorite things to do. I do all sorts of different flavor combos when I make them. One of my favorite is roast squash with, again, caramelized onions and feta cheese, and just like all together, and like, oh, so good. Alright, last one. And yeah, again, once you get this down and you can like really move quickly, like my eyes are just starting to tear up and I'm almost completely done doing 3 whole onions. Actually, I'm going to show you, if you want to chop them too, like if you want like little chunks instead of strips, all you would do is after you cut off that nub, you would just go like down more. So yeah, that's how you drop an onion on your shirt, but that is how you chop an onion.